Well, one thing that should happen is for there to be no games at the Gabba at midday, or 12:10 to be specific, in a March and April part of the AFL season. I raise this because this is a welfare issue. Now, people might say harden up when Liam Baker's there on the bench with the ice jackets on and other people making comments on it. But this has been a narrative now for the best part of 30 seasons at the Gabba at this time of year. I remember Marcus Ashcroft, who at the time was probably the fittest player in the competition, losing 6 kilograms of weight in one game at the same time frame in an afternoon. This is an AFL Players Association matter, and I think they should get involved in it.
Has there been some complaints you've heard out of
There's
this?
been, look, no one this day and age makes big comments publicly, but there's some concern about what those players were subjected to yesterday from both sides. I know that to be a fact.
They didn't start well, the Brisbane Lions, very much unlike Brisbane. West Coast, you thought, is this going to be the upset of the season? I thought Richmond was a big upset in round one, but this would have been even bigger. The West Coast Eagles beating the Brisbane Lions. They were sloppy early, and it can happen. So I'm going to put this on the radar, that because I've been fortunate enough to be part of a premiership team, and in 01, the year after, we were slack in areas, and we would start poorly, we'd get off to poor starts, but we always believed and had the arrogance and confidence that we could get back from anywhere. So
you did even against North Melbourne, 69 points down.
Yes, but then it caught up with us when we confronted a Brisbane Lions team.
Are you seeing something like this? And I raise this because Dane Zorko's seeing something on what you're talking about here, and he's prepared to express it in a very demonstrative way against the current captain.
Yeah, it's too early to know if it's a trend or not because it's only round 2. But I love this because you've got so different personality types as your leaders. So if Harris Andrews was like Dane Zorko, they'd just be at each other's throats, but Harris Andrews was so composed, let him speak, and they responded as a good side does.
It's a great setup, isn't it?